Let's talk a little Guardians. The bats are hot. They've scored 10 runs in back-to-back games here.
Yeah.
The question today, and guys, I don't want to overreact to 2 games.
This
I get
question
that.
is absurd.
It is
We
absurd.
can't every time they win 2 games against a shitty team say, are they back?
That's not the question.
Go
My
ahead.
question is, how long do you need to see them produce at, obviously it won't be 10 runs a game, but produce at a level around this for you to start giving yourself a glimmer of hope that this offense may have turned a corner?
I need them to do what the Cincinnati Reds did. I need them to win and rip off, 13, 14 in a row.
Yeah. The Reds have hit the shitter since then.
They did. They have.
But they're still
But they still are they in first place still?
Nope.
Dang,
They're 2.5
lost
back
it.
in Milwaukee,
Dang.
4 games over.
But they at least gave them some hope where everybody was behind.
The
Look at
Reds
that.
are legit.
G is live on air
Offensively.
trying to play his lottery.
I gotta get my lottery in right quick.
Right now?
Yeah, gotta get the lottery
Hey, make sure y'all
G's
download
wallet.
the Jack Pocket.
G's
app,
got a purse.
Man. Do it on your phone.
in. Yeah, get
He's
that.
got a purse and a wallet that match each other. Do you have that, Tyvus?
That's kind of.
First of all,
That was
Look at
kind of
this.
wild.
Look at this. He's got a purse and a wallet. They match each other. You got to see this. I got to show you. Look at this.
You's a funny guy.
Look at that.
You's a funny dude. I don't like you. That's the funniest
it's
thing
not
you said.
first of all, it's not a purse. It's a satchel.
A satchel.
It's a man
Okay,
bag.
I'm done. Listen, I had to get that tape. I will forget.
Plus, G's got the George Costanza wallet, man. Your wallet's too thick. Got too much stuff in there.
I got everything in there. I got business cards. I got library cards.
Look at my wallet.
joint. And listen, I got a Blockbuster video rental thing.
My wallet's nice and thin.
Yeah, that boy. Mine start like that, and then I just start adding snacks in there and stuff. It'd be like-
Snacks. Adding snacks.
It's just crazy. Man.
Oh, my God. Mike, the Guardians. I think they have to do it for a month.
I take that.
You got to hit consistent.
It's
Listen,
just
Josh Naylor's playing out of his mind. It's a
Yeah.
shame he wasn't on the All-Star game. He had another huge game. Good to see Stephen Kwan getting hot. You know, I like
Miles Straw 2-hit game.
they had a 1-hit game.
I thought he had I'm saying he had a hit in 2 games.
Oh, 2 games in a row. Wow,
Yeah,
that's what we're excited about. What is this, freaking Little League?
Look, the next one is about to go over the fence, baby.
The next one, you can't call that
Next one
out.
over the fence.
Cleveland Guardians offenses versus Pittsburgh versus the rest of MLB.
Yeah, like so.
Versus Pittsburgh versus the other 28 teams they could potentially play.
That's not good.
Oh, I see.
So we need to play Pittsburgh.
And they still only got 3 home runs.
No, 3
That's
home
per
runs per
game.
game.
Per
Okay, I'm about
game.
to say, like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's great. They played very well in these 2 games. And yesterday they beat up the Pirates' best pitcher, Mitch Keller. He's a good pitcher, good young pitcher. But so yeah, they've played great these last 2 days. And
Take the under on the
top of the
games.
lineup has gotten hot. But doesn't change the fact that there's still significant holes in the lineup.
Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Do you feel like the Guardians viewed the baseball team as one of 3 things, like a vanity piece, like I own this team, or a family business where they're just trying to make money, or C, that they are operating it as a organization where winning is placed above everything? Which one do you think?
What
they'll
was the
fall?
first one? That's a vanity piece?
Vanity piece.
So, obviously, I don't know anybody in the Dolan family personally, so I'm just guessing based on the knowledge that I have. I do know, at least to some level, the GM, the president, and other members of the front office. Okay, and what I would say is, I actually wouldn't say it's any of those things.
Really? So they?
I think it's a combination of the business and wanting to win. They clearly don't put winning at all costs is not there. That doesn't exist. They want to win. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people, Dolans don't care. They don't want to win. They do want to win,
To
but
what?
not at all costs.
So it's like, is that
And
at all
it's
costs?
not good enough. It's not good enough.
Is that at all costs the profit margin, or what? Like, because it's not like they're raking in coffers and coffers.
Well, we don't know what they're making. Like,
well,
we don't know
that's
the
a
reality.
good point.
Like,
That's a good
they
point.
don't open their books, so we don't know. I don't know how much they're making. I don't know how much they're losing. I don't believe they, I know that if that they get this money from this BAM Technologies out that they get a ton of money from that every year. There's some revenue sharing within the new agreement, not like football or basketball, but there's some of it which they get money from that. Obviously, their TV deal is a mess with what's going on with Bally's right now, and then the gate, and then merchandise and all this other stuff. Plus, this hasn't factored in yet, but they're going to expand Major League Baseball in a couple of years, which means the 30 current owners are going to split $4 billion probably when 2 new teams come into the league. Now, they haven't gotten that money yet, obviously. It's probably going to be another few years.
Would they go back to Oakland?
I don't know what they're going to do.
I'm saying the team. Would they go if they go to Vegas? Would they put a team back in Oakland?
Maybe. They probably shouldn't have lost their team, but we'll see. I think Nashville, Tennessee might get a team. But the bottom line is we don't know how much they're making or losing. I don't believe they only, like some people say, all they care about is saving money. I don't believe that's all they care about. I do think they want to win. I don't think they look at it as a vanity piece, to be fair to them. But they certainly don't do whatever it takes to win. And that's why it's a mixed bag, because I give them a lot of credit. I give him a lot of credit for hiring good people and letting them do their job. But you stop them from doing their job by giving them no margin. Like, the front office has made some mistakes in the last year, right? Mm-hmm. The Josh Bell contract bad, Zunino bad, Straw contract bad. 3 bad contracts in the last year or two. Not to mention this glut of prospects that they haven't been able to trade to get proven players. That's a failure by the front office. But the front office, which is still really good despite that, one of the best in the league, has no margin for error because the payroll is so limited, right? I mean, think about it. Like, money doesn't guarantee anything. Look at the Mets. They have the largest payroll this year in the history of baseball. Mm-hmm. The largest payroll in the history of the baseball, and they're, I believe, 4 games under 500 right now. They're, I think, 8 games out in the wild card and 15 out in their division, and they have the highest payroll in the history of baseball. But it allows you to make up for your mistakes quicker. And usually, if you have a high payroll, there's just so bad you can be. But, yeah, I mean, look, the Yankees stink right now. They're in last place in the American League East. But if you gave the Guardians front office a payroll of, I'm not even asking for Yankees Mets. I'm asking for $150 million. That shouldn't be unreasonable. They're at, 80, 90 right now? Mm-hmm. If this team's payroll was $150 million, how good could they be? Unfortunately, we don't see that.
I would love to see what people, like different statisticians and different analysts would say when it comes down to algorithms or numbers. More than anything, sometimes I just feel like it's just baseball is a product of luck. If who wins is really a product of. I mean, it's a lot of random stuff
in the playoffs. Yes. Yeah. Now, that's why you have a long season. Now, the good thing about baseball, like basketball and hockey have long seasons, but to me they're meaningless because so many teams make the playoffs. In baseball, it's still hard to make the playoffs.
Very.
Right? Because only 12, even now when they've expanded it, only 12 out of 30 teams make the playoffs. That's the lowest percentage of any sport. So it's hard. But yes, once you make the playoffs, there's a lot of luck involved, guys, because, let's say Mike Trout is the LeBron, or let's say Shohei Ohtani is the LeBron equivalent. Mm-hmm. LeBron, let's say he plays 22 playoff games. Maybe he's going to play 1 bad game.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he plays 2, it's unheard of. Whereas even the best baseball player, like Shohei Ohtani, he plays 1 series, he could go 2 for 15.
And
it's baseball. I mean, that's no matter how good you are, you just might hit the slump at the wrong time. It just doesn't happen. Occasionally a great quarterback will play a bad game in the playoffs, but it's not that common.
Right.
But it's okay. But a baseball player could have 4 or 5 bad games, even if he's the best player in baseball.
Even when Barry Bonds was on different enhancements.
Yeah.
And he was ungodly at the plate.
Right.
He was just hitting everything out the park.
Yeah.
They weren't winning World Series.
No.
I remember playing. He kept his series against the Angels, Anaheim back in the day was. Yeah. It was one of the best series I've ever seen. I mean, he was hitting home runs out every single game.